One and all, it is back. The cursed little island that you either love or hate. That's right, Socotra has returned for what could be Numenon's final game of midweek muster number 17. Predictions are up, and we are here in the quarterfinals to see who's going to be facing off against B, who just 3-0'd Beastie, the former reigning champion. Numenon with the Chinese seems like a solid pick, no matter where you put it these days, but Socotra's a different beast, folks. Not necessarily a map that's all about pro scouts. It's very tight, very claustrophobic. English, considered one of the best civs for a while. English, Malians, I believe, were top. Mongols, another one that some people desire quite highly. Rus would occasionally sneak in there as well. Well, it's been a while. The metas have changed. Things have developed. But one thing remains true. Nobody touches Simba but us. Okay, I'm sorry, actually. I don't know why I went Scottish there. It says English in the top. Look at me insult about that. No one touches. No, that's Irish. I've lost my ability to do my own country's accent. No one touches the pig but us. There you go. Very upper tough. So that's already a big edge to have here, right? Numu's unlikely to now rush the Barbican because if there's one civ in this game you cannot Barbican rush, it is this civ. The short bows will just kill you. So you just have to accept that L for what it is. He already knew this coming into it. Same logic as to why English was considered very good on mountain clearing. They would just walk out at the center. There was nothing you could do about it. Same reason why English was considered very good on Golden Heights. They walk out with, say, 3 villages. Your villager will get sniped. There's nothing you can do about it. Even if you brought 3 villages of your own, they would just then kite you and snipe you. And Council Hall in the center. This is going to be a very aggressive timing. Now, you can't snipe the gold. But honestly, even if you could, China wouldn't care about that. They have got taxmen. The bigger part that they will most definitely care about are these tree lines, guys. These are killer. And it is the scarier, more killery part. With the campfires, you could set one up right here and see the full tree line. So if you sit your scout here with campfire, which you can do, you could then walk longbows here and hit everything. And they can't hide here because you'd be able to walk here too. If he plays this right, this is a very quick game. Numenon's going to have to look at an immediate rush into archers to open and then follow up properly horsemen. Wait, did I say Simba instead of Pumbaa? Whoops. Hey, I was doing a Disney check, guys. Transport ship for the win. I don't think you need to... Wait, why? Yeah, let's transport out here. Safe tree line, fire off. What are the predictions? Who believes? 80% for Demu. 20% of you really think China's got a chance here, huh? Bold. Definitely bold. So, horseman opening as expected. It was either this or archers, right? But I think like you do it one way or the other way around. The reason why I thought archers might be a good idea is because like we've seen plenty of English builds where they open racks, but what happened is he scouted in, he was blocking the wall, he saw that there was no racks next to this, so he just pivoted. So now he knows the next step is going to be racks in a reaction to him, so archery range now follows. The scout sees that as well very early. You still have to go the option at this stage, right? Like, you theoretically could just try to play choke points and walls you go, and then just play more longbows. Because if you get longbows and actually rush blacksmith timing, it kind of has like the similar effect. It'll blunt the effect of horseman. Still, like that playing to blacksmith only really starts to make sense when you're at 9 longbows-ish. Especially against ponies. Other thing is, if you don't have spim in here, your villagers will die to horsemen. So... Demu, I know he's sitting here right now. He's like, I know I should build spears. I know he wants me to. I know I need to. So you're just kind of going through this back and forth argument in your brain. It's like, I mean, come on, we're gonna have to, right? It's like, yeah, but maybe we just like wait a little bit longer. I wonder if this will be a quick game of Socotra. I just realized the last time we had English appearing on Socotra was back in the 2TC Abbey of Kings meta. And it was lame. Because they would just build 2TC and sit at home. And funnily enough, lose most of their games as a cause of that. And I remember the time saying, like, this is a council hall map. It's so short. It's insane. Like, look at the walk distance. No time at all. And one or two players kind of agreed, but they just never really got to show off it in pro play. So I'm glad Demu's doing it here. Because back then, even, we only saw it like maybe a handful of times compared to Abbey of Kings. I want to say it was 80% of the play. And there we go. Rax is now going to be there. But he has set himself up nicely to just consider rushing into blacksmiths as well. Wombos are on the move. It feels maybe slightly premature. Yeah, I'm glad he's backing up. I think he just wants to do like a vibe check. Like, yo, are you still playing? Just want to check. You haven't gone for a toilet break mid-game, right, Numenor? Okay, I'm going to leave. Oh, this is interesting. Nemu's trying to change the dynamic. Instead of making it about defending his own base, he wants to make it about defending Demu's. And you know, that brings a risk to it in terms of like your positioning, right? Now you're having to like take a risk on the forward. It could backfire. But the trade-off is if your opponent screws up in any way, he loses something that matters straight away, villages. You screw up, you still have a lot of padding. That comes in. Look at those villages. We don't really have much in the way of a spear defense just yet. Only one that exists in total on the battlefield. Lombos have to front line here. Oh no. Demu. Has he scratched him off in this one? The Lombos have almost cleared the way. There's only a few ponies left alive, but a lot of archers now. This is tricky. He has at least got the attack speed aura. The spearmen are just a waste to produce right now. He's switching over to men-at-arms instead, which will absorb a lot of fire. But he needs to attack back now. Lombos do have the range. We'll be able to scare him away, but a fantastic fight there from Numenor. And the Council Hall Ford that can either kill you or instantly win you the game is starting to feel like a classic. Why did I build it here? Oh my god. I can't believe this. The spear timing was just so delayed. It's crazy. He did see it, right? I'm certain he saw it. He came so close, he must have. He would have been on the verge of revealing it with the scout if he didn't see it. A handful of horsemen just so damn impactful. Now, it is going to get a reset. End of the day, nothing lost, right? Like, in terms of villages, they all did survive. He can come back out into the ball. A harsh lesson learned. Numenor. A shock to the system, right? Like, I think that's like kind of just a polite reminder. A tap on the shoulder says, hey, Ben. I know it might seem like I was like chill, slow rolling, but I am going to fight aggressively. And you have to on Socotra. Very rarely just taking a defensive element work. And oh my berry god. I mean, you kind of wish you had Juji, but that is delectable. Are you kidding me? Wait, so we got 6, 9, 18, 21, 25? What? That's 6,250 food. And the deer. Oh my god. Which is, so wait, is that 8,000 food? No, wait, there's more deer than 5 here, right? There's about 8,500 food on this screen. That is wild. All right, so for Demu, I don't think you even attack this. I think you attack here. You split the difference, right? You cut reinforcements, but also cut the smaller economy that's less defended. And he agrees. Look at this. This is so sneaky. Demu should have seen this maneuver. We'll get a glimpse of it now. No way he doesn't notice it. Yeah, it does move away just in time there. I wonder if Ben could have went a little bit wider and came in. It's hard to know for sure, right? Stable position pays off. And look at the immediate reaction. Demu goes, wait, if you're attacking me, who's defending home? This wall, though, man, I remember the way we described this map is that this wall is king. Like, if you get this wall up, this is the full you shall not pass. This small little pass, a gate here, is like the Suez Canal to this map. It is everything. It's like an on-off tap for all commodity activity, anything. And this game may prove to be a firm reminder of that. Without it, I think he actually would already be kind of dead. Because Demu would have a bit more free flow. Panama Canal? Of course you want the Panama Canal. I feel like most of us go with Suez instead, though. Doesn't the Suez have more activity for it? Pretty sure it does. Longbow clash in. This is a dive underneath the Barbican, but one that they actually proved worth it. Like, wait. Demu! Oh my god, dude. The timing, the read by Demu. You just need to get out of here now. You just need to find the tech up. This is sick. This looked like his recovery game. If Demu senses what's really happening here, which he should after he just saw the size of the army, he just needs to find the landmark. No, he's not going to see it in time. He's not going to notice it. So the tech up is going to go through for Demu. Oi, 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 oi. He's not dead yet. So I believe that Anno and Marine Lord will be getting ready to draft in a few moments. No matter of the outcome of this one, we will be hopping across that one as semifinals have to take priority. Demu. I mean, it would at least be a big morale booster to at least get one on the board after the way this series has played out for him. The static emplacements are proving so toxic here. I do wonder if Demu would have benefited from a timing into siege engineering at all. It's always tricky, though, because of, like, the Barbican. And no, this is not a semis. You can see, literally on the bracket, it's quarterfinals. Dive coming in. No wheelbarrow, but he does get away in time with most of the villages, because the Nestabees is now here. And that's going to be a clean up. No way. You can't take out a knob. Ben is saving, so he'll just look to snipe the villages. Surely this was not necessary. Demu, it was going so well. So Demu, this army was basically always meant to be thrown away at this stage. He's buying time for a tech up. He couldn't have asked for more. The knob cannot shoot, he's too close. He's massacring the economy. He cleared up the archers, and he's still going to find more villager kills. What does this boy put in his cornflakes? I can't believe this. Now, Demu does still need to find his tech up. He's only a few moments away. He might even consider King's Palace from this type of position. Sounds greedy, but honestly, I think he's earned it. Oh, wow. All right, this is how you know you're dealing with a new generation of Ben. Old Gen Ben, say that 10 times, would have done, I think we agree, and I think he'd agree. Old Gen Ben would have done King's Palace. Without hesitation. Play for the greed, play for the later game. Oh, no. I don't know if it's because it's later in the day and he just wants to go see his son and wife, or if this really is just a bright new future for Ben, but the aggression is real. Just like it was on the land against Baltin. Remember him telling me, he's like, every game I just went aggressive. Like, that's what I love to hear, Ben. That's where the meta is trending. That's where he's heading to. Men-at-Arms now diving in. They're only early Men-at-Arms. With a high enough count against no textile villages that they can make a difference. The Lombos also. And this is ridiculous. He's just ignoring the siege. Shivs get out now, but Demu, he's almost 15 behind. This looks done. When the white tower comes up and the first knights get queued up, what does Numenor have? An old man sitting in the highest room in the town center with an old musket. That is literally it. Now with this, what does he secure in return? Gold, food. relics. Also means there's only one access point for Numi, the north side. Every other route of approach is covered at this stage between the wall, the White Tower. And yeah, I wouldn't crap talk a pro player in my chat unless you want to send me match history of you up against him, where you can beat him. Because if you think you're the best to ever walk the earth, reminder that Numidan, at the time of recording, is ranked 15th in the world. And has consistently parked himself in top 100 time and time again. I think what people often forget is there's a difference between what you might do in your pub game where you make a mistake and what is called a forced error. Your opponent can do something to bait you to do something wrong, or force you down the incorrect path, correctly predicting what you're going to do and play a step ahead. That's the nature of very high-level RTSs. But if you do want to increase your gaming performance, although you may not be capable of doing it to Numidan's level with skill in game, high frame rate has been known to help. So why don't you go ahead and check out the new RX 9070 cards. They're sponsoring this channel, so give it a click. Oh, just a little click. Just like we're giving these villagers a little click right now. Ben with the dive in the Knights. We talked about it. The nail in the coffin, right? Doesn't find too many additional worker kills, but it's just a stark little teaser of what's to come. And the follow-up is already on the way. Too many workers out here. All that food is going to go to waste if no one comes to collect. Shiv's out. He's trying to get cute with the micro, but ultimately this just kind of feels like a death limbo now for Nemu. He'll be reluctant to let go, considering this will be his last game of midweek muster. But as long as Ben doesn't just needlessly throw troops away, if he's running in and getting 2 free worker kills here or there, this will be fine. This will just keep trending, because behind this he has relics coming in. Behind this he has farms getting set up. And he has a completely unharassed economy. I believe with the awareness campaigns, it might not... I think it might be clicked every time. So yeah, you can click it when it comes up. Should count. Or download Opera GX using my link. Make your new account. And then click it. And there you go. Boom. Hey, oh, wow. You covered both the sponsors. What a legend. Appreciate you guys who've been doing that, by the way. It helps the channel immensely. So my feeling in this one is that Nemu's probably looking for that one punch strat. You can see it already with the nest of bees, right? He's going to try to mass nest of bees into one big decisive fight, leveraging the fact that this is a very tiny map. And the tricky parts of which is, although Spimman usually makes that plan work very well, Lombos can be a really stiff foot up the arse. Difference in range is very small between Knobs and Lombos. If Knights bait the front of the fight, Spimman have to reveal. They pull just a little bit far forward, Lombos start killing. And you're a player with notably less food access, right? Safe food access anyway. Speaking of that food access, Knights are going to reveal the strategy quite early. The reason so many players don't use walls, because walls are much more expensive an investment. Ever since Season 9 started, they take double the time to build. So that's a lot more idle time in your villages these days. Oh my god, Ezra's obsessed with water. Dude, if you're that obsessed with water, why don't you like just buy a rubber dinghy and live in the ocean? Come on. Villagers, ooh, ambitious to try and keep the outpost up. We do have Mangoes now being queued up by Demu. He doesn't have enough Lombos yet to contest the clock towers directly in either way. Or either form, right? Is he actually going to turn this around? If he is, he needs to hurry the hell up. I want to hop into Anatan versus Marine Lord. Yeah, stop the count at 5. So he's clearly got the right idea that he needs a lot more bio to make sure this holds. Like, more Nested Bees is like, it sounds cool in theory, but there is such a thing as overkill. This is enough to wipe a Lombo line. I think Demu, has he had enough? He's contemplating it. It does feel risky. It's tricky because if you do this type of dive, it needs to be guaranteed almost, right? Like, because the reality is with villagers being held in reserve here, the damage is getting offset entirely. Kind of crazy, actually, when you think about the deets in this. Like, 14 villager lead, 3 relics up, Sacred Site as well. And yet, it looks like he's kind of struggling. Nango barely survives here. Looks like he's going to commit in now. He's had enough. And this might be enough. Archers on the backside get hit hard, but the Knights, they're about to reach the targets. Nested Bees are being brought down. And that is going to be broken and done. A 3-0 domination for Demu. And an interesting semi-finals to come. Demu versus B. Let me know what you guys think about that.